Hey guys, welcome back. It's Elucid, and we are back with another turn with Bogarus. And I hate to break it to y'all, but he didn't attack. God damn it. You know, this is exactly what happens. We spend all this time when we think there's a pretty likely move, and he's got this scary-ass stack, and he doesn't do it. He doesn't attack us. I was sure he would since he bought off Vettiheim. It's possible, and what Vettiheim said, which I don't exactly trust, is that they are in the middle of negotiations. Like, it's not finalized, but if they don't fuck with me, this is all I'm gonna take. Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. But Vettiheim, you can see, is not raiding. They're just trying to take one throne, which we'll move a scout to. But yeah, he didn't attack. So our fort ended up finishing. We ended up alchemizing a bunch of gems for basically no reason. We caught a few scouts here. Basically a whole lot of friggin' nothing. Feels a little bad, man. You know, the good news is we can potentially, and I think we should, we can twice-born Baba Yaga. I think we have enough gems, and if we don't push out, which I don't think we're going to, like with the major army, I could potentially move this army out here, because I think there's a reasonably likely move, and we could try to have a fight. But I can certainly... this is not going to be a high commitment attack here. Or we're not going to do a high commitment attack. So with that, we can probably twice-born Baba Yaga. She's going to need 15 gems to twice-born, so I can't quite do it with what I have. Not quite enough gems. We may... I think we'll be fine just doing... Well... I don't know. We're going to go ahead and twice-born her. I need to. That way we can start using her a bit more aggressively. I guess we'll probably site search with you. The other thing, there's a bunch of things we have to figure out. So we've got more lightless lanterns going to Joman. We're forging more. I might actually use some of these for a hot second. Then we'll see. Do I have... How many hammers do we have? We have 2 hammers. Wow. I need to find more people to buy. Vettiheim is my primary client too, even though I'm frustrated with them. I think we can offer to sell them more lanterns. But I kind of just want to put this thing up now. I mean, I kind of want to put Pyre up. The thing is, I want to have a strategic victory against... I want some of the Arco stuff to be killed before we basically have a or before we put up Pyre, because he's going to be deploying people to backstab us. And this would give him a big... it would help him diplo against me a lot easier. Once he's kind of dead and dying, and TNG's gotten a lot of the stuff, and I've gotten a little bit of it, and that's basically done, I think we'll be a lot better off casting Pyre. So we'll see. I do need to find if I can trade away any more lanterns, though. Ideally not to Vettiheim. I don't really know who to then. It's really just the monkeys and Raga, maybe. Let's take a look at this. We saw battle on his camp. I don't think I've looked at this yet. That was pretty significant force from Raga. Tiny little raid from... Oh, he's got Devanas too. Or Devas. Kind of cool. A lot of Bakemono over here. Question is, where do the Bakemono go? Unlikely they go on top of the capital. But we'll see. Apparently, I haven't been paying attention to it, but this throne, apparently Kalem's tried to take it several times. There's a bunch of trogs, like 30 trogs on top. He's tried to take it several times and got this stack wiped. People were joking about that in the chat. It's kind of funny. We did Astral Window on this throne of Kalem's, and he's got a lot of good stuff here. Silver Mine, a library, a Lilium Vale. So all in all, it's a 3 gem site with some extra bonus income. Pretty good place. And it's the throne of the first stage, so plus MR. Definitely don't really want the monkeys getting that, because we're going to be doing a lot of astral plays later, and the monkeys potentially can have a lot of sacred stuff. I have a feeling the monkeys are going to eventually be possessing this, though. Speaking of monkeys, the elves rode out after kind of being idle. They rode out in pretty great force. And they summon a bunch of air elementals. And they've got Storm, too. I kind of want to see how they did this. I think the right way to do it is summon Storm Power and Storm. Oh, that is how... It looks like that is how they do it. Yeah, a bunch of summon Storm Power, and then Storm goes up. And then they do Air Elementals. It's actually, by the way, I think a tiny little thing that I put in the spellcasting AI is that I changed the timing of Storm and Storm Power. Right now it's like random, and then the base game, if you use improved casting AI, one of these is like marginally faster. I forget exactly which one I had to make faster. I think it's Storm is faster, and then you can reliably get another spell off with Storm Power in round 2, which is what's happening here. So he casts... These are all 1 gem elementals, whereas before he was doing 2 gem elementals. So this is a big saving. And these elementals have a huge boost from Storm Power. So they're way harder to hit, even with magic weapons. And then Thunder Strike's coming out. This is now going to be much more tricky for the monkeys to deal with. And as you can see, first of all, that was not a huge gem commitment. That was only like 10 gems. He's now killed like a pretty major stack. There are no mages here, but this was a pretty big stack. And he did some raiding. So now it's looking like, okay, wait, what's going to happen? I'm sending him 300 gold. I kind of actually... this might be the last gold shipment I do, because while I'm like super rooting for the elves, it's actually, the monkeys have made it where it's now in my interest that the elves die, because then I get to keep all of this. But if the elves live and kick him out, then I'm going to have to give this up. So, I don't know. I'm a little torn because I'm very friendly with the elves. I mean, yeah. And I'm kind of have taken this with their permission. So I kind of want to... It's just a lot easier to take stuff when you have permission, and I've been rooting for them and we're friendly. And so, anyway. However, if they are very successful against the monkeys, I'm probably going to give this stuff back to them, which is not something I really want to do. If we're completely honest, I kind of want it for myself. It's a very nice land. All these are over 10k provinces. I don't know if we're going to give this one back, though. Which, speaking of which, we're going to go ahead and take that this turn. He hasn't told us we can't, so we're going to be doing that. But we would probably give him his cap circle and stuff back, and then we'll see. I don't think... I mean, I was surprised he won this so cleanly, but I also just... It hasn't even occurred to me that he would be able to successfully win a war against the monkeys. And honestly, I thought he spent all his air gems. There's 0 chance. However... He's now taken a couple provinces, and he's killed a significant portion of the monkey army. I don't know when the monkeys are going to be able to actually kill him. It's going to take forever. It's going to take forever. So, oi, how about that? How about that? From our side, we cast Horror. Here we were successful. This Lesser Horror did a bunch of jumping around sniping stuff. Jumps on the bird first. Jumps on these guys. Horrors are good. Here, there's a mage that casts Swarm a couple times, or 3 times. Swarm. Swarm. There's a lot of swarm casting, and we end up getting kind of whittled down by the bugs. Pretty close. If it wasn't, it's to the point if it was only 2 swarm castings, we probably would have taken it. But 3 was too much, apparently. So, okay. But even then, trading it for 3 nature gems, not horrible. We found a magic site, Glen of Verdant Greenery. That's kind of nice, actually. That jumps our nature income up to a whopping 5. Though a lot of this is actually from this throne, which we are in possession of. So this is 90 or 80% of our entire nature income is this one province. It's got the Glen of Verdant Greenery and the Throne of Life. We do need a nature site search for that. So, yeah, we pinged this and didn't take it. This other one where we had the horrors hit, we don't run into any resistance. Forces of TNG attack. We'll take a look at what they're doing. This is a pretty low commitment group from TNG. It's a lot of dudes, but it's no sacreds really, and he's done strength of giants on them, so they hit really hard. So he's taken this. I need to ask and find out. I think he's taken some other stuff too, but it's possible this army moved here and he lost a battle. I didn't have a scout here, so we don't know. But we're just going to kind of pick him up. I don't know where this army is. I need to ask. That's kind of one of the important things. However, wherever it is, he could multi-phase province move here and maybe intercept me again. However, if we take this in the magic phase, which there's 3 mystics, which are going to have a lot of gems, but if we send 3 horrors here, it will probably take it. And if we are successful doing that, well, then we can take this one without worrying about magic phase reinforcements, which would be really good. So it's kind of like a 2-for-1 in a way. But then we have to kind of leave these alone. So I think this turn, we're basically just going to we're going to send a bunch of horrors over here. So we're going to go send lesser horror like this. And we're going to go send lesser horror like this. I'm going to send 3 horrors, and then I forget where I think I have another caster somewhere. Oh yeah, this guy. Send lesser horror. Too complex. What am I missing? Oh, we're missing a blood path. Do I have another guy who can do it? I'm not sure, actually. We kind of need to get more Staretza. We've got one coming out now, but we kind of need more. She can do it, but I kind of want her to make a Bloodthorn for me, and then we're going to get out of some of this dependence on very specific random from Staretza for casting these things. I mean, we could just do this. Send lesser Hark. I think it's going to take 3 with all of the stuff he may have here. And then we'll just attack like this. And then we'll just send in a goon, like some of these guys, and then try to find some frontline for them if we have any. We kind of need more frontline stuff. These guys are kind of garbage, but they will have to do. This guy is a frontline dude. Yeah, we really don't have much. How much PD does he have here? Not much. If he reinforces this, I don't really feel confident we can take this without any frontline. Like, just archers I don't think is going to work here terribly well. So I think we patrol. We might do a super low commitment attack here. And then move the main force here. I think that's pretty reasonable. So we still have to fashion... We still have to fashion these idiots into something slightly useful. And I'm thinking... we put this guy on guard commander and we roll out like so. And he's going to do earth power and then summon earth elemental. And we'll do a few of these, we'll put 5 gems on him. And that in a situation like this, oh, I need to do Iron Skin. Iron Skin, summon Earth Power, Earth Elemental times 2. Okay, like that will work. And we'll put this guy back. We'll put him up here too. Skirmish, so that Earth Elemental can get through, and we'll put him on Hold and Fire. Yeah, so we take this, we risk losing a little bit, but probably okay. And if I kind of want to get these guys off the payroll, if we're being completely honest. And so just chipping away at Arco, which was kind of my plan. Though I think we're going to do a high commitment attack here potentially. And this last turn, I feel like Arco would have done this turn differently. I feel like Arco, if he was playing, I think this might be have been Isataris playing this last turn. Because I'm pretty sure Arco would have attacked me. I think he would have seen that he potentially could have won a major victory and attacked. And Arco also probably would have tried to, all the things I was doing that didn't end up mattering, like PD dumps here to reinforce my multi-province move routes. I think he would have probably hit those, but it's hard to say. It's possible Arco did that turn too. It just doesn't, that turn did not feel like Arco. Though I do need to ask what happened up here. The other thing that happened this turn is Ulm lost a huge stack, like 25 mages or something, fighting Arco. I'm going to look at his turn with him. Or not his turn, but just the battle. He's going to pull up the battle and we'll watch it together, I think, on a video thing. Because he does not know what it's going to take to fight any of these armies. He's just been getting his ass absolutely handed to him. So we'll try to help him. But that broaches a larger problem, which is he's now neighboring. We have Ulm, which is going to be a weak neighbor to Vettiheim, and Vettiheim is probably going to eat them. So TNG and I may have to, I don't know. We're going to I think TNG and I just really have to be buddies through this process. Do we have all of the lightless lanterns in? We still have one more of these things. I might choose to make something else. I might sell some more of these two to Vettiheim. But until I do, we'll put them here researching. Do we have any other things? I feel like we're a little disorganized. We've got more crystal matrices now, which is good. My boosters, we've got them down here. I've got a sanguine dowsing rod we have to place. So I think we're preached. Oh, we can preach a little bit more. I think we'll have this guy come and preach here. This guy should be doing Iron Skin, Summon Earth Power, Power of the Spheres, Advance, and Cast Spells. He'll just be a big mage. This guy's preaching. Yeah. Blood hunting going reasonably well here. Did not find many slaves here. But we've got a good force to patrol now, so that's good at least. And I think we need to make sure some of these little details end up mattering. Fashioning these guys into a bit of a communion. Yeah, something like that. Hold an attack. So anyway, they're set up to kind of defend themselves. I think I already have this group. Oh, we only have 3 here, but that's fine. 3 will be good. I had to turn off a little bit of mage production to get all of the things out last turn that I wanted to. But I think that is in the past. God, I really want to start making Firebirds. But I want to have this war with Arco a little bit more locked down. Then we're going to put up Firebirds, and then it's going to be like to arms, and we're just going to defend ourselves. We're going to not be too big. The other thing that happened this turn, guys, is we successfully infiltrated Vettiheim. We've gotten really lucky. A lot of times when I've done spying before, it's taken a few tries. So we know Vettiheim's score graph, so let's take a look. Provinces, they've actually been bigger than me for most of the game, which I was surprised about. I thought we were probably bigger than them for most of the game, and then maybe recently they just got bigger. But no, they've been bigger than us. And honestly, when we get this Arco stuff, we might be a tiny bit bigger than them, but just by like 10%. And they're a scarier nation, I would say, than we are. With Firebirds, we're maybe equal. But without Firebirds, I think they're a scarier nation, probably. It depends a bit. Some of the late, I think we have a better truly late game stuff, because we can do astral stuff way better than they can. But like the late mid game stuff, they can do morale plays better than we can, even though we can do those pretty good ourselves. Late mid game, though, actually, we do start getting more demons, which are going to be immune to the morale plays. But mid-game, they definitely have a better mid-game. And we're still in the mid-game for a while, like for 15, 20 more turns. So we'll have to see. And I mean, when I say like our late game may be better than them, I don't mean by a ton. Like they have a really strong late game. And he knows all the little things I taught him from my Vettiheim game, which is, I've said that a few times, but it's a little annoying. We probably need to script these guys here too. Rolling. Okay. We need to get our Dominion in here as well. We're building a temple this turn. The Palisade's finishing, so that's going to be good. We're continuing. We are, one of the things we're way ahead in, we didn't look at all these score graphs. Forts, we're doing really good. Look how many forts we've got. It's kind of crazy. Income, we're way ahead of them. We should have better scales, and we have really high population provinces on average. Gym income, they are actually ahead. Oh, they had been ahead of us for a long time. What the fuck did they do this turn? Oh my god. Do they have a global? What the fuck? He's at 40 gems a turn then. He's actually higher than Arco. Yeah, these are definitely going to be... This is going to be one of the teams to beat. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this actually. All right, I'm gonna send that to our partners, to TNG. I don't know what happened this turn. That was an amazing turn. They got 20 gems in one turn. I mean, what the fuck? Maybe this was... Did they elf? No, they wasn't any elfing. This was like a remote site searching turn or something. Jesus Christ. Well, so gem income, if we put us back on here... God, they were like 50... There's a lot of area under this curve where they collected a... Like, this is probably 70 or 80 gems where they got ahead of us. And they've had more gems. They basically just have way more gems than we do in general, I think. Ooh. How in the hell? And that's not a global. That is unbelievable. Maybe it's only 15 gems, but that is a lot to find in one turn. Oh my god. However, we're ahead of them in gems right now, which is pretty good. A lot of this is from taking Arco's gem-rich lands, why it's gone up here. Some of this is from a throne, from finding these sites here on this throne. But they are going to be, I think, the team to beat if we can knock Arco out. I need to figure out how to improve relations with the monkeys. I think I just want to court them as friends. We've been kind of a little tense with them. That we'll see. I don't want to trade in pearls, which is something he would like, but I would, but I'm going to need the pearls because we're beelining it to Wish now. It's possible we make a pit stop for Blood 6, and it's possible we make a pit stop for Evocation 6-7. But otherwise, I can't think of much that would cause us to stop running up Alteration. We're just going to haul ass for Alt 9. And that's going to be huge. It's going to basically let us turn all our gems into fire and then turn the fire back into other gems through Firebirds. So, yeah, we'll see. We will see. How is this guy positioned, by the way? Here. Okay, he's positioned in a kind of okay spot. Oh, for storming, hold and fire archers. Hold and fire archers. Hold and fire archers. Hold and attack rear. Hold and... Okay, attack rear, attack rear. That's pretty good. Hold and attack closest. That's all fine. I think actually I'm going to give this guy 2 bodyguards. But otherwise, that's fine. Attack rear. Okay. Very low mage commitment here. It's possible Arco sends something and knocks us off. That would be a little annoying. But he doesn't really know what I have in this army, too. That's the other thing. I think we move back. Let's go through all our guys. We're going to do this turn together here. We'll preach here. This fort I kind of want to upgrade. I don't know if we have the tools to do it quite yet. I think we patrol here. This army we're going to move over here with as many of the bells and whistles that we had on it before, and I think there's a very good chance we catch him here. It wouldn't really make sense for him, since I've only been doing low commitment stuff. If he's going to do something high commitment with this army, it's either going to be knock this army off Vettiheim if they haven't reached agreement, or it's going to be come back here and take this. And I think he's made an agreement with Vettiheim, though I'm not sure how good it is or if they finalized it. I don't think he's going to knock Vettiheim off. I think he's going to come down and take this from me. And so, but part of this too is if he knows, or if he doesn't know that I know that they've made a deal, he may think that I think he's going to knock them off the throne. I don't think he's going to knock them off the throne. If he thinks I think he's going to knock them off the throne, you know, maybe he would come down and hit this. So we'll see. We'll see. Here we're patrolling. Here, and we desperately need to get rid of some of these archers. Maybe I should put these in multiple squads too. And maybe we put... Put this guy, and that small squad will probably route up front, but at least it won't really contribute that much to these guys routing. All right. So we do that, we hit this, we take this. The guy moving here, I think we're going to have him attack closest. Though if he runs into anything, he's going to be in a bit of trouble. We may also want to make another Starshine Skullcap here. I think I've got another... I think we're going to use this. It's actually really cheap. Look, 38. It's only going to cost us 6 gems. So very cheap. And that's going to enable... How much? 20 versus 25. Okay, good. I'll keep him researching. That's going to enable one more Sinless or Horror Caster, which will be nice. The other thing we need to do is I need to get this turned into a blood hunting province. So we'll go ahead. We're summoning Smeargles here. We've got a few. We need to get a few more, and I need some occultists. And the occultists are going to need a couple more Sanguine Dowsing Rods. So we'll make a couple here. And I think next turn we'll move the occultists. We'll move 3 occultists and a commander with some dudes over here, and this will become a blood hunting province. And that will be very nice. And then this will become a blood hunting province. This will be a blood hunting this already is a blood hunting province. We're blood hunting the shit out of this. Speaking of which, we need to patrol the unrest down here. It's getting a little out of hand. We're getting to the point where we could very easily not get recruitment. And we want all of that mage recruitment we can. Oh, shit. I don't really have any leaders here, do I? I don't. These are 2 commander points. These are 1. I think we're going to actually grab one of these guys because I actually need a commander here to patrol. We have to determine where we're going to do Astral Window. I think let's do it. Are there any thrones we need to see? This throne we've seen. It's the Throne of Misfortune. This throne we haven't. What thrones does Vettiheim have? The Throne of Earth and the Throne of Death. Oh my god, Vettiheim getting the Throne of Earth. That's actually a problem. That's a big fucking problem. I got it when I was playing Vettiheim, but I got it way late in the game. That means he's going to have big fucking Earth magic. That's a really big deal. Well, we'll find out what this is. If we go to war with Vettiheim or somebody else does, hopefully we can make that a war objective for them. And I have been thinking, you know, like ideally getting Vettiheim taken care of would be great. And TNG and I have talked about it loosely, but them kind of screwing us in this coalition has really brought it to the front of my mind. How do we deal with them? Because they have made it pretty clear. I mean, I think the way I see it is it's pretty clear they're not very friendly when that happens. And then we have to move most of these guys out over here and try to catch this army. If we catch this army, let's think about the consequences. We catch it, we might move up. Oh, here's the problem though. Oh no, but we have a nature mage. Oh no, we don't. Do I have boots to move faster? I don't. This nature mage is going to need to do Serpent's Blessing. You know, the alternative is we just accept a ton of our troops are going to die and we do life after death. That's the alternative. So I think we might do that. But there's definitely going to be foul vapors traps as I move deeper. Let's see what kind of mystics he has here. There was only one. Oh, it spent its nature gems already. Okay. This is the place with 3. All right. So we're going to try to catch the army here. We're going to raid these. We're going to raid this. This one I don't think we raid. I think this would basically just be the death of a bunch of archers. I mean, they would be able to kill this, but not if he swaps out mages and has 3 more swarm casters versus archers. If we got an air elemental, we could do it, but honestly, air gems are pretty tight right now. We need our air gems to get our Samargals or whatever to get our blood economy going. Let's take a look at Dominion. We haven't looked at the Dominion of Vettiheim. Okay, it's kind of stable here. Ours is kind of jumped up. I think, guys, we are right there in position 1, I think. Like, we're tied. I think we're tied with Vettiheim in position 1. They're a bit ahead of us in research, actually. Kind of interesting. Vettiheim researches really well. But we've also been busy moving our mages around. A lot of it just due to my superstition. Keep this guy on the outside. Okay. all this feels pretty okay. And once we have this and we have all of this, we're going to be pretty good. We're going to be pretty good. I kind of want to... We also have to decide, what do we do with this spy now? I think we go... I'm not worried about Ulm. Down south is Falegra. And then over here is Tianchi. I'm kind of interested to just sit here on top, actually. That's kind of what I think we're going to do. Now maybe we chill and just look around. The problem is we could run into blood hunters. So I might move my scout first. And then we'll have this guy follow behind. And because if we run into blood hunters, we could, you know, this guy could get killed. Just due to them patrolling. 50 is not really going to be enough to catch him, I don't think. Especially considering a lot of these are mages, and they're probably not actually patrolling. So yeah, I think that's probably it. We can go and do this together too. I mean, I think we move out this way. Okay, we've still got these guys patrolling. We'll let this guy do some swarm casting in case something runs back here. And we'll probably jump this up a little bit. We're patrolling here. We're going to need more foot soldiers up this way. We're also... This guy's patrolling here, which is fine. I think we need more commanders over here. We're going to go send these guys to go do that. And what else? A Nagaraja. Let's go see what happens here. There's probably going to be some hot action. And this commander... We're probably going to do something like this and just put these guys on attack. That's actually kind of high commitment, though. I kind of need the... Well, it's fine. This is the Gimp commander anyway. He's got a lot of... Hold an attack closest. Okay, attack rear. I think we just do this. And I'm going to have to alchemize one gem. We're going to need one more death gem here. Pains me to do it, but I think we need it so that I can get this off. It's also possible once we're here we get gem baited, so we'll have to see. But this is a pretty major mage commitment. I think that will work. I don't think I want to do Holden Fire. I want to be on fire for all these guys. Fire. Does he get 4 squads? He does. I think we're going to split this group too. Give us more chance to target mages. Yeah, so far this doesn't really feel like fighting Arco right now. Like, Arco would be picking off my commanders with weird little assassin things, and are like, and then having guys come in to kill me because this thing is stranded. I don't know. We'll see. Flaming arrows. This seems fine. This all seems fine. We're missing... The only problem here is we could get foul vapored, but we have life after death to protect against that. Well, not to protect, but to make it less painful. Okay, we go here. And then if he... I don't know if we're going to attack. I think there's a pretty good chance we fall back until he starts losing stuff. I don't feel like this army, especially with only one round of gems, isn't really strong enough to attack. It's really only an intercept, and we're wasting like 200 RP to make this work. Let me see how many. We might be bringing too much stuff. From casters, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We only have 8 slaves, so just the bare minimum for +3. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Yeah, I think this actually is about right. Do I have somebody doing earth power on my communion? I don't see anybody. Oh, this guy is. Okay. And I think these guys are on conservative gem use. Yeah, so probably something like this will work. I might try to get a bit more PD out. We're not going to do a lot. I might just do like, 12 or something. That'll be fine. Maybe we'll do 11. Get a few more warm bodies here. But this is a nice province too. It's 3 gems. So be nice to keep it. Attack rear. But yeah, it's probably not looking very good for Arco right now. The other news we got, and I need to make sure I tell Tianchi, is in this battle with Ulm, he has used Fog Warriors, so he's hit Alt 7. So that's something we have to prepare for. For a fatigue play, that's not going to matter much, like we're doing. So I think we'll be okay. Unless he does foul vapors, then we could be in a bit of trouble. But it also means he's very much not likely to use foul vapors on this army, because it's got a lot of non-sacred dudes. Well, never mind that. His sacreds don't have poison resistance, but yeah. So we'll see. That also kind of explains why he didn't attack into me. Maybe he didn't have Serpent's Blessing and then wasn't really comfortable with the Foul Vapors play. So we are upgrading this fort, by the way. We're using an Eparch turn because we're cheap and lousy and what have you. But we've got a scout that's going to be moving in pronto. A couple scouts, actually. Yeah. So I think that's about it, guys. I've hit next commander and nothing's popping up, so that's going to go ahead and probably just do it for this turn. You can see this is pretty simple, not too much happening. Blood economy, let's see how we're doing. We got to get to 100. Right now we're at 1, 11, 27, 37. And yeah, this will put us right over 50. Halfway there. This one, and these things I think are fully operational. No, this one we had 2 new blood hunters arrive, so it's going to go up hopefully a bit this turn. But we're not really patrolling here either. We've got a lot of people blood hunting. 4 people. I kind of, okay, we're site searching with you. I kind of want these two who are researching. I kind of want some Simargles because this is a blood hunting province. Are you a leader? Is anybody here a decent leader? I think the answer is not really. 25. I think these guys are a little bit better patrollers. Precision 1.6 and these guys are 1.1. So we'll put these guys in first and we'll fill up with these and we'll have them patrol. And we'll make fire elementals or something if we see somebody. We'll do mist form, phoenix power, fire elemental, like so. All right. I think we can actually do that with 3 fire gems. Yeah, I'm gonna make 2 fire elementals. Seems okay. Fire. All right. Well, that will hopefully help a little bit with the unrest. Obviously, it's not ideal, but it's what we've got until we have some commanders coming in next turn. And storm here. Where's our next? So our blood hunting provinces, we've got this and this, which this will be coming up in like 2 turns. This will be coming up, or this is going, but we'll get it set up properly over the next couple turns. This one will be probably like 3 or 4 turns away. After that, where's the next one? This one will probably do. Though maybe I don't start that. It'll be nice to let it get up to 6,000 first. This one we're going and doing. Everything else is looking like it's 10,000, which is kind of the threshold. I don't really love doing it anymore. But, I mean, that's a pretty goddamn good problem to have. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the next blood hunting part. We'll probably have to start sacrificing the 10,000 ones. The nice thing about the 10,000 ones is you can blood hunt them a little harder. Like we can blood hunt them at like 5 or 6 blood hunters. So we just have to do one like this one that's not a fort. That will probably be fine. Yeah, we've got some blood hunters here. So maybe the next round of Smeargles will be here and we'll start getting this place ready to go. Smargles. But I think that's it, guys. So far, things are going pretty good. We need to get... The big thing is, how is diplomacy going to shake out after we cast Eternal Pyre? I want to get somebody else, like Tianchi, to cast another global. Like, I'm starting to save up my Earth Gems so that I can trade them to him and he can cast... and in a lot of ways, this is like the best... This is like the perfect thing. If I can get Tianchi to put up Earthblood Deepwell. Because it's going to mean that it's not like, oh look, Lucid has Pyre, it's also Tianchi has Earthblood Deepwell, and we're allies, so him being strong is good for me. But it's going to give me cover to have Pyre. It's going to make it so that people don't feel like it's important they do something, is basically it. I probably need to offer to sell 2 more of these lanterns to Vettiheim, see if they want to buy them. But I think that's it for now, guys. Thank you very much, and I will see you next time. Cheers.